my picture, and I think it was I was sharing one of my feed on my Facebook, my personal Facebook, and they saw today I'm out here. Nice sunny day. Got a chance to fly, show you guys around. But so I wanted to show you guys what this is. So technically I call this my build box. I use this every time I build. I've only used it I'm only gonna use it for this build, and I've done it for one previous, which actually just helps me from making a huge mess, really. And I'll go ahead and show you guys what's actually in here. Flip the camera around. So let's see if I sit down here in the grass. So it's sunny, no wind out here, so perfect day to rip. I figured shoot a video quick. You guys could check it out. I personally, on my desk that I use, come over in the shade. The desk that I use, I make a freaking mess out of. When I'm cutting it, it starts clean. It does not end clean. There's wire bits like everywhere. So this is just a neater way, in my opinion, to kind of do it. So as far as the boxes, I got this at a Hobby Lobby, and that's 15 bucks. You use coupons that are like 50% off, so I got it for like 7 something. And it's 7 pieces, so this is actually pretty sturdy. I saw it and immediately I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get it. Maybe I can use it for something else. And it has 2 large orange bins, and then it comes with 3 smaller ones. So let me get right in here. Once you open it up, you'll see I have my frame. This is a Viper. This is with the 7-inch arms. This is going to be a long-range build. There'll be a separate video showing this one, but I do have a 5-inch build, and it's freaking awesome, super light. This one has 5mm arms, and I designed this so it has like built-in motor protection. So if you crash, it'll hit that before it hits your motors and dings them up. And then you can just swap the arm out. But yeah, that's the frame right there. So I'll set that aside. On my main bin, this is for the electronics, for like the flight controller and stuff. So here I actually have the Furious FPV, the F4 OSD. For the VTX, I have the Stealth Race. This is going to get replaced with a 600 or 700 milliwatt, the 700 milliwatt Stealth Race. And then here we have the Lightning PDB. So this is the LEDs. I am going to toss probably just the ones on the back, just in case I like crash or something and I need to find it. If it lands upside down, better chance of looking at it. For props, these are GEM fans. These will probably just get used as backups because they're very bendy. These are the ones that now, they don't make them since a while now. These are the carbon composite props. These are very stiff. These are HQs. I tried finding them in the USA. They do not make these anymore. I couldn't find them anywhere, and if I did, they had like one of the right hand and one of the left hands. So yeah, I couldn't find a full pair. I had to order these from overseas, and I think the set of 4 of them was like 15 bucks. But these are the stiffest ones, 7-inch. I'm currently waiting on a package from Harvey from Foxier, so I could get some of the new 7-inch tri-blade, the dowels. So I'll be waiting on that. But I have a box for the props, the adapters if I need them, the electronics, like I said, flight controller, video transmitter, PDB. And then here I have the cam, which is a Predator Micro. I have it in black, just to match that. These are extra plates, bumper plates for the Viper frame. And then in this one I have the F35 Foxier ESCs. These are good up to 5S, which I think I'm going to do 4S regardless. I'm going to do like a 4S 3000 or 3200 milliamp. Then I have one voltage regulator. These are the cheap, like you find these all over eBay. They're like $1. And then the buzzer, which I don't do any build without it. And then on this bin I have the motors. So these are actually the motors Hans sent me from Xfoot. Let me see if I can get one out here for you guys. These things are gorgeous. So you guys get a look. Those are chrome windings or silver windings. This thing is built quality. Silicone wires as always. And then it does have that screw to be able to take out the stator off and everything. Silver lock nut, very nice. These are 2207, I believe, 1650 kV. So they are gonna pair up with those HQ 7045s. They're carbon composite, so super stiff. Once I get the Dow tri-blades, I'm gonna be doing thrust testing with those. I already have data on those, as well as the Terra tri-blades, which those suck. They're crazy power hungry and they don't really have much benefit as far as like power. Plus it's a long range build. You're not meant to be like ripping absolute ass, so that's gonna be that. But this box, the reason why I use it, it's a lot easier to build. If you're like me, where you kind of get parts here and there and they're just like trickling in, you can have this box just when they come in, set them aside. That way when you actually have everything, you can start your build. Plus when you're actually working on stuff, once you have your frame, and the frame does fit in here, so I can have my frame in there, toss that under the bed or whatever, wherever I'm gonna have it, and just when I'm ready to build, I have my frame. And then, like I said, if I start putting on the motors, I'll set the motors aside. On this little bin, I can cut the wires off, whatever I don't need, toss them in the bin. If they're over 2 inches long, I keep them. I have a bin full of like extra wire just in case I need them for, I mean, you never know. A bunch of, whether it's drones or other projects, I always wind up using wire. But you can go ahead and toss your scraps in one, and they're sturdy. They feel really nice. They got plenty of space. So you can use one to keep your scraps. ESC, same thing. I wind up using them, and I do trim quite a bit of these because they're pretty long. So I snip off half or more of the signal lead, and then same thing with the power lead. It's rarely long. I try to keep it on the frame as close to the arms as possible, as close to the center as possible. And then so you can toss that stuff. Then when you open up your cam, you can toss your like camera controller and whatever in there, the screws, and just pick out whatever you need. Same thing with like packaging. Keep your bags in there. It just makes it easy so that whenever you're actually done building, easy, take your bins you don't want, toss the garbage out of it, put them back into your box. You can use it to store, I mean, I don't know if you're going out to the field, this will easily hold Fat Shark goggles with a couple of antennas, a battery. You can stick maybe like, I think I fit 6 1550 milliamp batteries in this bin. And then you can toss, I don't know, zip ties and odds and ends here. So I mean, you can use it for other things. This is just what I use mine for. Like I said, it just makes building a lot more organized. So I'm waiting on the Crossfire to come in. Trappy actually hooked me up big time with the full kit, and then I got receivers, I think, for like 2 builds. So I'm gonna have one of the full RX that comes with it. It's gonna go in a wing, I mean in a plane, a long range plane, a fixed wing, and then the other will more than likely be going into this. I gotta save up money little by little and maybe get one more for a another plane, a jet that I have possibly. Thinking about doing some like long range stuff with that. But yeah, this is the build box. Like I said, I got all my Furious FPV gear, ESCs, camera, motors, frame, and props. It just makes building a lot less easier. I mean, a lot less of a hassle. Sorry about that. Clip that up. And again, for any of you guys that might be interested, the brand is Store and More. It's a modular system. They have my Hobby Lobby. I'm pretty sure you can probably find it online. Very sturdy, good quality container, and if you use that 50% off coupon, you get it for half price. So definitely something to look into if you have a small desk, or you just always make a huge mess after you're building, which I think like 90% of all of the builders do anyways. But yeah, that's my build box. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.